Second and 10.
They don't want to keep playing hard.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's get it.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
It's our kid.
80 weapons. Fire.
They'll run it with Artis Payne. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Bravo.
Wide. Get wide. Back two.
Hey.
Back two. Crunch time. Defense.
3rd and 2, Greer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, break.
Block 52.
Go.
Now a first down throw. Greer. He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First down, Greer. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point. And Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Breeze. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Set. Yellow lady.
Let's get the ball.
You're good. Back forward, ready. Hey, 2. 20 seconds.
59's Mike. Check. 59. Let's go, D.
20 seconds.
Breeze now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ready.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. Hey, wahoo!
Here's Breeze to throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Ready, 95, 56, 58. Here we go. Check. Right here.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, easy. 53. Hey, Echo.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I got it. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Down. 60 outlaw. Right there. 56. Get it.
Now Scarlett, and an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
15 line. 15 line. Here we go. Hey, high 7. 56.
On 1st and 10, Greer. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Greystone, Travis. He's coming. Double up.
Greer sets to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Hogan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. 77 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, exit. Yes. Ringo.
Back to the air. Greer on 2nd down. And And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Hey!
47 Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 47. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't
Now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming.
Sammy!
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, it's Greer. Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. Breeze going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Ready, ready. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Greer. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Greer. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd and 2, Greer. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
56, right there, 56.
They snap it to Greer. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Hey, dude. Mike, check, 59.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Breeze now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Kill. 5-9.
Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey,
4 yards on the pickup.
Here we go.
6 at the 44-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
36. Hey, orbit.
From the 44, Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here goes 21. Hey, easy.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. We own it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Saints.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Drop deep. Mike, check. 59. I'm going to run.
You're good. I 4, ready.
52.
Hey, kill.
Breeze now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st down.
Breeze now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, easy.
Watch the out. Check 59. Mike is 59.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Mike, check. 59.
11. Hey, box.
Now a play fake. Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Go!
Greer on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Greer. That's Samuel, caught left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Smooth. 6-6, pull it high.
6-man.
Big ribbon.
To the air again, Greer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Greer in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Operating in the red zone now, Greer shrugs him off. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
47. Check, 47. Watch the screen.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Here's Greer again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
We better than that.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. On 3rd and long, here's Greer. Got his target, Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A touchdown is paramount here on 1st and goal, but got to be careful. Don't want to leave too much time on the clock for Drew Brees. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Now Greer on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And we are all tied here in the final stages. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Yellow lady.
Check, 59.
13.
Pretty quiet.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Haywood.
59.
Hey, easy.
59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike, check. 59.
Breeze now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They try again with Scarborough. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Now Scarborough. Down right around the 25. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. This is Scarborough, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And Lutz puts this one through. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game. And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it, so definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post. But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Saints, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Carolina, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years blessed.